leaders. We want to put our country on the map. Okay, now let us start with our presentation. The people that are still coming in, I will stop in the middle and just accept so we can continue. Okay, now the name of the business is called The Mall. Okay, now this business is registered here in South Africa. This is our marketing plan in front of you. Okay, we are a selling platform. Okay, The Mall is a selling platform. Okay, now in this marketing plan we are going to talk about stage 1 products. Okay, in our business marketing plan we've got a money back guarantee, meaning if you buy something that you are not happy with, you can be able to return it and get your full money back guarantee, right? Number 3, we've got personal matrix, where if you refer somebody else to come and buy, you will make 5% from your direct referrals, right? The fourth thing we're going to talk about is where the money is in terms of multi-level marketing. Okay, it's where your money is in terms of multi-level marketing. Okay, you are going to get 5% spillover. Okay, so there's 2 matrices we are going to talk about: personal matrix, that's 1; global matrix, that's 2. If you want to be successful in this business, your aim is to go to the global matrix. We've got a career plan also, okay, where you are going to achieve certain ranks. The career plan is linked to your withdrawal limits. Okay, if you are on a certain career plan, it will depend on how much you can withdraw every week, because every Wednesday it's payday with this marketing plan. Now these are some of the benefits that our members are going to get and qualify for as we go down the presentation. Right. I don't want to talk a lot about that slide. I believe everyone that is here already knows me. Yes, I am the founder of the business and those are my credentials. I don't want to waste time. Let's proceed. Right. What is The Mall? Okay, we are an advertising platform, we are a marketing platform, and we also want to be a distribution platform. But in the meantime, our distribution has been, how can I put it in English? We are outsourcing distribution. Aramex, we've signed a contract with Aramex. They'll be doing deliveries for us. Okay, now let me make this one clear. Okay, the presentation that we are going to hear now, or that you guys are listening to right now, right? Our business can be compared to Take a Lot, to You Buy South Africa, to Amazon. Those are our competitors, okay? Because we are an e-commerce store with a multi-level marketing plan. All right, let's continue. Now, our business is going to launch in 2 phases, which is here on the top right. Can you see? There's going to be phase 1 and there's going to be phase 2. So when we launch on the 30th, if you can see, phase 1 is black in color, okay? So all these black arrows, they represent phase 1. So when we launch in phase 1, we already have manufacturers in our pockets, buyers, that is people like you right now, and we've got people that are also selling, meaning third parties. We've got contracts with manufacturers, service level agreement to be precise, and we've got service level agreement with sellers as well. Now, we already ticked the delivery because we are outsourcing delivery to Aramex. Now, all of these ones here at the bottom, they are going to launch in phase 2, okay? I want you to notice that 1, 2, 3, 4 is already done, leaders. Number 5, which is the mobile app. The mobile app, we are going to launch it in August. It's already on my mobile phone. If you have Apple, you'll be able to access the mobile app. If you have Android, you'll be also able to access the mobile app. Now, when we launch officially on the 30th, we will be the cheapest and the most reliable platform. I can guarantee cheapest. Reliable would have to be feedback coming from people who are buying from our platform, okay? This we've already spoken about. Now, the whole aim of this business, right? When we are launching, we'll be launching phase 1. We're also going to launch phase 2. Now, let me give you the whole vision. If you can see here on the left, we've got a 12-year vision because we want to have an online store, but we also want to have control over the logistics of how we deliver, because right now, at the moment, the shortest delivery time you get with Aramex, which is the competitor right now, is 4 days. Aramex, the quickest they can deliver is 4 days. But due to COVID-19, you can get your deliveries 7 days, okay? But this business was structured before COVID-19. That is why, if you go back and check our company register number, the business was registered 2019 in May. Now, the whole aim, the whole goal is that in 12 years' time, we want to cut down delivery from 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, and 1 hour, okay? Can you just keep that in your mind, suspend it for now, because we are going to explain how this is going to be achievable, okay? Now, I want to unmute because I want to make sure that everyone has been following me and everyone is hearing me, so that I don't continue and people are not hearing me. So I'm just going to unmute for 1 minute. You confirm that you hear me, and then we proceed. Quickly, just before I unmute, I want you to take note. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just an example. And you see there are vehicles called the mall, the mall, the mall. This will all be explained right there at the end when I explain the retirement plan, which is a value-added benefit for everyone else who is going to be part of the platform. So I'm going to unmute you for 1 minute. You confirm that you can still hear me, and then we continue with our Zoom meeting.
We hear you, yes, we hear you.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Let us continue, leaders. I know that most of us in the network marketing space, we are familiar with Inunka, some are familiar with Buhle Buhle. Now, all these other new brands, especially Obey Your Body, which is the company that is giving us the most discount when we buy from them, okay? Now, our store is subdivided into 2, leaders. When you come and buy from our store, okay, there are 2 portions, okay? We've got what we call single item store. For an example, let's make an example. John comes, he sees a product on our store, he buys from our store. But the biggest question is, why would John leave, take a lot, and come and buy from the mall? It comes back here. We have signed a service level agreement with the people that we are sourcing our products from. And because we promised them high volumes, they gave us a big discount. Okay? They gave us a very big discount. So, John comes, he sees maybe a product of Obey Your Body at Takealot, he sees that product for 2,000 Rand, because Obey Your Body products are very expensive, they are high niche products. But when he logs into the mall, he sees the very same product for about 1,800 Rand, plus we are giving that person free delivery. This is achievable because of the service level agreement that we signed with the manufacturers, which are giving us more than 30, and some of them are giving us more than 40%. Some of them are giving us more than 50% discount as long as we give them high volume of products. Right. Now there is the one store. I'm not going to talk about the one store. I'm going to talk about the store that we are all here for, which is package buying. Take note. When I say package buying, it does not mean that you are going to get a bundle of products coupled together that you can buy. No. You are going to buy products that you want to buy, package buying does not mean that I am going to force, or we are going to force products down your throat. No, it does not mean that. This is what it means. We've got 6 different packages or 6 different matrices according to MLM language. Okay, now what is nice and peculiar about this, which excites me even more, is that here when you buy with the package, on the package buying side, you are going to benefit 5% spillovers from everybody else that is going to buy after you, and I'm going to explain that in the slide that is going to follow. Now, worry not about global matrix, because the global matrix is not controlled by anyone. It is controlled by our internal robot that strategically places people that qualify for 5% spillovers. That is why we say, don't worry about recruiting, don't worry about selling. We are going to sell, and then we also employed a system that is going to recruit for you. Right now it's still puzzling, but it will be clearer as we move along, leaders. Right. How much must you buy for to qualify for package buying? Right. You are going to spend... Hello?
You see the slide, please.
I can't hear you.
Slide. We can't see the slide, we see you.
You can't see the slide, you see me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's wrong. Let me check.
Yes, please, you can't see the slide, eh?
Oh, okay. Can you see the slide now?
Yeah, we can see it now. Yeah, now we're on the slide.
Okay. Where did we get lost? Here.
Since after confirming that we can hear you, we were watching you on the slide.
Oh my God. Okay. Did you see this slide?
No?
This one?
No, we didn't see slide.
Okay. Okay, let me just...
This one we saw it. I think we saw
this one.
Oh, you saw this one?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. This one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, okay, no problem. Let me take it from here. When we launch on the 30th, don't be shocked when you see Inuka in our platform. Products from Butle Butle, products from Obey Your Body, because we are a selling platform, leaders. And I want to mention this. We want to have an inventory of over 1 million different products. Okay? Because the whole aim here is to make sure that when Sbongile thinks of shopping, he only thinks of taking his phone, buying things from our platform, which is called the mall. Okay. Now I was saying, you see there, I mentioned that we signed a service level agreement with all these companies. Okay. Some of these companies, because we are going to stock from them, they are giving us 30% discount, 35% discount. The most discounts that we got, which I can't reveal to you now, obviously, leaders, and I will never reveal to you because it's part of our business plan. Okay. Now the highest discount that we are getting from one of these companies is 55%. Now, to make this possible, to make the following slide possible, right? I talked about single item buying and package buying. Our store, our online store, is divided into 2. We've got single items, packaged items. Single items is Sbo sees a product on Take a Lot. Okay, because we don't take a lot, we give a lot. Sbo sees the product on Take a Lot for 2,000 Rand, but he sees the very same product on our store for 1,800 plus. We give Sbo free delivery. So that is how we want to take the market from all these online stores like You Buy South Africa, Amazon, Take a Lot. Those are the biggest competitors that we have. Okay. Now, we want to lure customers to come and buy from us. We are not going to focus on the single item store. We are going to focus on the package buying store, where the real money is. Okay. Now, package buying, like I said, does not mean we coupled a lot of products together so that you pay one amount and we give you that package. No, it does not mean that. It means that you are going to buy products that you are going to use. Why should I force Sibongile to buy a skin product when Sibongile wants a Brazilian hair? You see? So why should we force John to buy Brazilian hair for the wife when John wants stationery for the kids? Because we've got stationery as well. I'm not promoting products. We are promoting the buying platform. Now, what is nice about this is, leaders, when we are on the package buying store, you will also qualify for 5% spillover from everybody else that is going to buy after you. Meaning, from the discount that we got from the manufacturers, people who are making the products, we are taking that discount and we are going to share it with people who are going to market our online store. We don't want to take that money and pay Facebook for advertising for us, because we are going to spend a lot of money on Facebook and we might not get the results. So MLM guarantees results 80 to 85%, because when you incentivize people, they are most likely to share, because MLM is the most effective and the most used platform for getting results when it comes to marketing. All right, so can I move from this slide now? Right. Okay, now don't worry about actually recruiting, okay, a lot of people, because in our MLM system we've got an internal AI system that places everybody in the matrix where they are supposed to be, but it is based on time. So the quicker you buy, that is when our AI system gets the time to say, okay, this one bought before this one belongs here, okay? That is why we say we've got a system that recruits for you. You are going to understand that in the slide that is going to come afterwards. But before we come to this slide, leaders, I want to mention this, okay? In our package buying, the first package, right, where everyone else is going to start is 1,800, meaning according to our calculations and our discounts, you must buy products for 1,800 minimum and maximum, meaning you can't come to the package store and buy products more than 1,800 or less than 1,800, okay? Initially in 2019 towards December, when we presented this, we had coupled this administration fee already included in the product buying, but we were advised by our team of lawyers to separate our administration fee from the money that people are going to spend on the platform. Are we still together, leaders? So this thing is going to work like this. Sibongile is going to come on the platform, see a list of products that Sibongile wants to buy, right? Sibongile is going to choose which product she or he or she wants to buy. Sibongile is going to spend 1,800 rand, but before that, Sibongile is also going to pay the mall 200 rand administration fee, because we must be transparent how we are going to make money. Now, after Sibongile buys, Sibongile, for an example, let's say Sibongile is using the product that I love, Obey Your Body, because we've got a product from Obey Your Body that is called a skin peel that kills all the dead cells in your face, okay? Now, that product works within 3 minutes. You apply it, you rub it off nicely, and then you're going to see your skin color starting to change, and you are going to see the dead skin from your skin. You are going to see it in your hands, okay? Now, Sibongile is now looking like a yellow bone, and he meets somebody else and says, Sibongile, you are light skin now. What is happening? Sibongile says, no, I saw this product on Takealot, it was 2,000, but I bought it on the mall for 1,800 rand. Then if that person is interested in buying that product or any of the products in our store, that person must also spend 1,008. Now, let's focus on because Sibongile is a girl, let's focus on Sibongile's personal matrix. So let's say John bought the product and it happened like that. So here is John on the far left hand side. So John has his own personal matrix. John now introduces one person to come and buy any product from our store. When a person buys, leaders, he gets a receipt. We email you a receipt for exchange of goods, and then we also give you this business opportunity that we are talking about. Now, Sibongile bought, John bought a facial product. He introduces a madala. Now, a madala maybe is interested in buying a bag or interested in buying a Brazilian hair for the wife, whatever reason. But he spends 1,800 rand on our shopping platform. We are going to pay Sibongile back 5% of 1,800 rand, which is 90 rands. Now, John, not Sibongile, John, sorry, John. John now introduces another person, right? Another person buys from our store, he gets his product delivered, but we are going to pay John how much now? 5%. Now, John has made 5% of 1,800 rand is 90 rands, leaders. Okay, so we have made 180 because that's 90 rand, 90 rand. Now, remember we said we've got a system that recruits for you. This is how it works. John here, can you all see my cursor?
Yeah.
Good. John is going to move from his personal matrix and is going to go to the global matrix. You see the first two columns is personal matrix, and here is global matrix. Can you see John there?
Yeah.
Good. Now, somebody else in Zimbabwe comes in. Here's about the opportunity. That person comes in. There's a lady there. Let's call this person Jane. So we've got John and Jane. Jane does the same thing that Sibongile did. She introduces two people, gets 5% for direct referrals, and then Jane's name now moves from her personal matrix, it moves to the global matrix. When it moves to the global matrix, Jane is going to be under John, because John bought first. He bought and he introduced two people quickly. Immediately when he introduced two people, his name moved to global matrix. Sibongile Jane seconds later in Zimbabwe did the same thing. But because she did it seconds later, then that means she is going to fall under John in the in the global matrix. Are we still together, leaders?
Yep.
Good. So this means that now John is going to get another 5% from Sibongile's buyings. Are we still together?
Yeah, boy.
Right. Now, because John introduced madalas and they don't want to work, okay, that is why we put all people there, okay? Now, Sibongile's team in Zimbabwe is moving. Now, this guy, let's call him Peter with the red jacket. Peter introduces two people. What is going to happen to Peter's name? Peter's name will also move from the personal matrix, from Peter's personal matrix, and is going to move to the, global matrix. Sorry about that. It's going to move to the global matrix. There is Peter there. Can you now see Peter in the global matrix?
Yeah, boy.
Who is going to get 5% from Peter? John.
Okay.
There is John up there. Right? Are we still together, leaders?
Yes, we are.
Okay, perfect. So this means that now John has already benefited 5% plus 5%. Then, in Jane's structure, this lady, because she's active, she also puts two people. Her name is also going to move from the global, from her personal matrix, because this is her personal matrix, right? It's going to move to the global matrix. When she gets to the global matrix, John is also going to benefit 5%. Now, the global matrix is automated and it fills from left to right. The robot fills from left to right. Are we still together? So this means that now somebody else from John's team puts 2 people now, introduces 2 customers. They buy, this person gets 5%. He introduces another person, this person gets 5%. Now, his name, let's call this guy Khaukelo. His name, Khaukelo's name is also going to move from his personal matrix and is going to move to the global matrix part. Where is Khaukelo going to be? Khaukelo is going to be Jane's downline. Okay? So meaning Khaukelo is going to be under Jane. Jane is going to get 5% immediately when Khaukelo is under the global matrix. And it's not only Jane that is going to get 5%. Who else is also going to get 5%? It is John, the first person who was there in the matrix. Are we still following?
Yes.
Good. I'm recording this meeting, so if people are lost, we are going to share this recording with them, okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Now,
we can.
okay, this means that if someone else from Soweto, for an example, comes in, buys products, introduces 2 people, that person who we call Soweto is going to be under whose team now? Is going to be under Jane's team there. Jane is going to get 5%, but who else is going to get 5%? John. Right? That person who's also going to do the same thing is still going to be under Jane's team because we are filling from left to right. So Jane's structure on the global matrix will be full because Jane will be having 1, 2, 3 people. So she would have benefited 5% times 3, and John would have benefited 5% times 3. This is what I mean by that in the following slide. Take yourself as if you are John, okay? And this is you there, right? The first, you benefited with 3 members, you benefited 90 rand times 3, which is going to give you 270, okay? Everybody else that is going to come, buy, introduce 2 people, they are going to fall in the global matrix. So John will be getting 5% spillovers. Everybody that is under John will also be getting 5% spillovers, so on and so on. This means that in level 2, when the global matrix is at 9 people, John would have made 5% times 9. John would have gotten 810%. Okay? Then the matrix is going to move on to 27 people. Now, Jane would have made money, John would have made money, and everybody else going up like that. Okay, now these are the figures. Now, this means that if you take this number 243 plus 81 plus 27 plus 9 plus 3, it means the first global matrix can only take total number of 363 people. And then the first global matrix or the first package buyers would be full. Right? This means that, let's make an example that you are John there. This means that in level 5, John would have made 21,870 rand. Don't worry, in the slides that are going to come or to follow, I shows how we've actually allocated these profits and where do we get the money to pay all of these profits. Now, there are clauses when you get to level 5. Level 1, you get 270 rand, you withdraw it. It's your money. Level 2, you withdraw, no restrictions. Level 3, you withdraw, no restrictions. Level 4, you withdraw, no restrictions. But when we get to level 5, we say, John, you benefited because you were the first person in the global matrix. You didn't benefit because of your hard work. So John, when it comes to level 5, we are going to pay you upfront 10.5 and we are also going to hold 10.5. You are going to get your 10.5, John, if you introduce 4 customers to come and buy any products from our store. When John does that, John can choose whether he wants the phone or he wants the balance, which is 10.5. Now, I am aware that people can come here, take this 10,005 because they are lazy to go and refer people. Someone can come up with an idea to say, let me go home and ask my sister if she wants anything. You buy your sister a package with the money that was given to you. Because if you say 10,500, you divide it by 4 customers. As long as they have South African IDs and they are over the age of 18, they can participate on package buying. Okay, if they are under 18 and they don't have South African ID, unfortunately, they can't participate. Right. Now, John does this, but let us now, for an example, say John was slow to actually put in 4 people. And then the next person that graduates would have been Jane, which was his downline. Now, Jane qualifies quickly, introduces 4 customers quickly, and now Jane will get a prompt on his back office to say, Jane, you now qualify to buy products for how much now? You qualify to buy products for 5,400 rand. Jane can never say, I don't have money to buy products for 5,400 rand. The reason why we are encouraging a lot of people to buy is because when we keep our service level agreement that we've made with the manufacturers, they are going to continue to give us the discounts that they are giving us so that we are able to pay all these monies to the leaders that are going to market our business. Now, the same logic is going to apply. So if Jane pays first in the second matrix, that means who is going to be number 1? Jane. No longer John. Are we still together?
Yes.
So this means if Jane and John delays buying products, who is going to be number 1 there in this in this package buying? Soweto. Are we still together?
Yes, definitely.
Good. Good. So when Soweto is number 1, everybody else who is going to come and buy from our store, we are going to give Soweto now 6%, no longer 5%. 5% was because we are buying small products, small amount. So when we go to our manufacturers, we get a less discount. I mean a slightly smaller discount. So when we come and we buy packages that are worth more, we also qualify for a bigger discount. Okay, so now the same logic is going to apply, but the only difference is there at the bottom, leaders. When Soweto now reaches level 5, the same rule applies. Soweto, you have qualified for 78,000 rand, right? We only are going to pay you cash upfront, 39,366, and we are going to hold 39,366. Now, in the previous slide, if you can see, right, John had an option of taking the cash or the phone. Are we still together? But in this next slide, because Soweto is the one that is on top, whoever that is going to be on top, you don't have an option, leaders, to say you want the TV or you want the money. The TV is compulsory. Why? Because we've signed a deal with Samsung, with a Samsung outlet store to say if we come and we buy so many TVs from them, they are going to give us so much discount, because we want to form a relationship with even bigger brands, with even better brands, so that we can sell everything. Right now we are still a new platform. People are still folding their arms to see, is this thing gonna work? Is this thing going to be achievable? So with bigger brands, you need to prove yourself. So that is what we want to do. So when we pay you this 39,666 upfront, we are also going to compel you. You are forced to introduce 20 new customers on our online store. When it comes to package buying, these 20 new customers, they must buy products worth 1,800 rand, not 5,400. No one can just come and buy products for 5,400 rand if they did not buy products worth 1,800. So this means that everyone is going to start buying products from 1,800 rand. No one is going to just come and say, because I've got buying power, I want to buy for 5,400 rand. I want to be number one in the second global matrix. It does not work like that. Are we still together?
Okay.
So it's up to you what you do with your 39,366. Because I'm a networker, a lazy networker for an example, right? I say, oh, okay, I can take this 39,000, divide it by 1,800, because all these people that I'm going to introduce, all these 20 people that I'm going to introduce, they must buy products worth 1,800. So if you say 39,366 divided by 1,800, you don't even have to go and look for new people. You can go to your cousins. You can go to your sisters and say, I want to buy something for you. I want to buy something for you. But they must have IDs. That one, you are going to hear it from me throughout the presentation. Okay? They must be above 18 in order to participate in the package buying store. I repeat, they must have ID numbers in order to participate in the package buying store. If they just want to buy on the single store, they don't have to have a South African ID, or an ID rather. Are we still together? Hello?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Perfect. So, in this matrix, who was number one there on top? It was Soweto. How did Soweto become number one? It is because after Soweto graduated from the first matrix, or from the first package of products, Soweto was number 3 there. But because he paid quicker, introduced 2 customers who bought, then Soweto became number 1. Does this guarantee Soweto a first position as we are going to move to the next matrix? No, it does not. Whoever that is going to graduate from the second matrix, if that person buys, they don't have to introduce now. When you are moving through the matrix, the only thing you have to do, you have to spend money in our platform store. So you have to buy products for 10,800. Now, can you say you don't have 10,800? The answer is no, because in the previous package, we gave you 39,000 rand. You could have introduced 10 people and sponsored 10 people, and then you have 10,800 to come and buy from the next store. You will notice that with each and every package that you are going to buy, whatever goods that you are going to buy, you are also going to pay an admin fee. The bigger the package is, the bigger the admin fee, because we are giving everyone in our store free delivery because of the deal we have with Aramex. Now, the heavier the products, the more we pay for deliveries as the mall. So, I'm making a disclaimer right now. Yes, we say free delivery, but we have already factored it in the administration fee. Okay? So there is, buying is not complicated. Buying is just, you select an item, you go to checkout, you can even pay directly from our store using your banking app. Okay? And don't worry, you want to pay with your South African account, you pay with your South African account through our app. You want to pay with Bitcoin, you pay with Bitcoin. we've got an account with FNB. Okay, that is for people who are going to be using our local currency, which is the rand. Okay, now the same logic is going to apply when now let's say Sarah, it's no longer now Soweto. Sarah graduated from the previous matrix, bought products for 10,800 rands. Sarah is automatically number 1 on that global matrix. No one, I repeat, can come and say, I've got 10,800 rand, I just want to buy products for 10,800 rand, so I'm number 1. No, everyone is going to buy packages from 1,800 rand. Our robot is going to place everybody strategically where they are supposed to be. Now, the same logic is going to apply, but because we have now a lot of buying power, we then come back and we give people 7% instead of 6% because we get a bigger discount from our manufacturers. Right. Now, this is going to be our 4th matrix. The same logic is going to apply. When this money you can withdraw, this money you can withdraw, this money you can withdraw, no problem, no problem. The only terms and conditions, they come there, level 5. Right? When this global matrix is also full, 363 people, because it's 2243 plus 81 plus 27 plus 9 plus 3. So when you get to level 5, we say, we gave you all of this money. You didn't work for this money. The only thing you did, you came in, introduced 2 customers, and then the business started paying you 5%, 6%. Now we are paying you 7% from every customer that is going to buy after you. The reason why I keep on mentioning 363 is because there is a limit. When you reach 363 customers in any package buying matrix, that is where you reach the ceiling, because we as a business also we are supposed to have money to run the business. Okay, so when you get to this matrix, leaders, you are going to get 91,354 cash up front, and we are going to hold 91,344 as the company. Right? Now, here you have an option. You see, you have a choice to choose between cash or price, because when this business was formulated in 2019, prior to COVID-19, holidays were still an in thing. Now, it's not a fashionable thing. That is why you have an option there. Okay? Because the people that we have an agreement with to say, if we bring you a lot of numbers for holidays, they are not in business right now. That is why you've got an option of taking your money, or if you want to wait, you can wait, which I wouldn't advise you to do. You can wait up until COVID-19 is over, and according to the information that we have, I might be wrong, okay? It will end next year, February. That is when people from holidays are expecting to get now business, okay? So we are going to advise you to take your money. Now, you see here, there's a catch here. We give you your 91,000 cash, and then we say, hey, you got all of this money. You already have the money, right? You can decide to leave, or you can decide to introduce 40 new customers in your personal matrix. This is how we as a platform are making sure that we recycle customers, we make sure that they always buy from our platform. So we've got buying power so that we qualify for discounts, so that we can come back and be able to facilitate our people's payments. Now, you can still apply the same logic and say, no, I'm going to take this 91,000 and go to people at squatter camps. Because we don't have to be greedy as leaders. We must uplift each other as black people. You go to squatter camps, you get a list of 40 people. As long as they have IDs, you register them. You ask them, what do you want? What do you want? They select products for themselves. You do that, you do that, you do that. After you have done that, we then release your 91,343 immediately into your account, available for withdrawal. I mean, the more you spend in a package, the higher the percentage. I know we are almost done. You see, even this, you also have an option, cash or price. And you see the percentage has increased to 8%. The same logic applies. Okay? The number of customers increases. Why do we always force you to introduce customers, one might ask? It's because when you introduce customers in your personal matrix, a lot of customers are going to migrate to the global matrix, which we are going to pay spillovers, which is going to give the company buying power to qualify for all these discounts that we have agreed on in the service level agreement with all those companies. That is going to make us, give us money to incentivize our networkers, right? But because we give them money up front and then we say introduce, so we pay you first and we say introduce. Yes, some other people are going to take the money and leave. We don't have a problem because these discounts are already factored in the mathematics. There is no system that can collapse. There is no, this company can run away. That is why our business is registered, and whatever that we have promised you, we must deliver accordingly. Okay. Number two, you would have gotten your value for money because you would have bought something that amounts to the exact number that you would have spent on the platform. So risk in our platform does not exist in terms of you or the customers that you are going to introduce losing money. And this makes me happy than anything in the world. But like I said, this is all still phase one, not part one, phase one of the business. The last matrix, okay? The last matrix, this is the last matrix. This is where we draw the line and say, this is the last matrix. Now, when you get there at the bottom, you see, now we give each customer 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. When you get to the bottom, you've benefited 10% from 363 people. We will pay you this money, okay? But we will also give you a car. Now, ideally you would have made this amount of money in level 5, which is 2,187,000. I know figures are shocking, but everything is well calculated, okay? Now, when we give you this money, right, you don't have an option, I still repeat, on this last slide, you don't have an option to say, I don't want a car, I want money. No, okay? The people that are doing graphics for us, I only noticed this now, that they're supposed to write compulsory there as well, okay? Now, when you qualify for the car, you must, it's not written there, I'm recording this, you must take the car. It is an obligation, okay? Because of the deal or the pending deal that we have with Mercedes-Benz. Right, we have not signed a deal with Mercedes-Benz, but there is a promise to say, if you buy so many cars from us, the whole aim of these leaders, we don't just want to sell products, or I don't want to say cheap products, but we don't want to sell products for 10,000 rand, 90,000. We want an online store that is going to sell even cars, okay? Because this is part of our vision. Okay, Alibaba is already selling houses. Amazon is already selling houses, and Amazon is also selling cars. Right now, with MLM, our vision can be achievable quicker and sooner. Now, we are going to move to phase 2 of the business. Okay, now everyone is going to be excited about phase 1. I know. Okay, but that is not the end game. Remember, because our end game, we want to be the cheapest platform. We want everyone else, when they think of shopping, to think of the mall, right? We want Sbongile to take his phone and be able to order groceries. Right now, we are still selling non-perishable goods. because we don't want to deal with issues of expiry dates. We might lose money, and it does not tie perfectly in our calculations, because when we have spoiled products, it means it is money down the drain and it can never be recovered. So we don't want to have leaks in our calculations and lose money and then end up promising people and then we do not deliver. Right. Now, I know we've been talking about how we are going to make money in this business. Now comes a career plan. How? We've got a career plan in our business. How does it work? And why do we have a career plan? Remember, we must come up with ways to make sure that we encourage people to introduce members. Not because we can't pay them the profits that we've promised them or the amount that we've promised them, but we want to make it a norm, or we want to make it competitive, to say if the more customers you bring, okay, because this career plan is really tied to your withdrawal limits. Okay, now if you are an activator, the first rank that we have is if you are an activator. What is an activator? Any person who comes into the business and introduces 2 direct customers, that person is called an activator. That is the first rank. Okay, meaning everyone on the global matrix would have been an activator. You can't move to the global matrix if you didn't do your due diligence of referring 2 customers to come and buy products for 1,800 rands from our online store. So, why do we say activator? It's because you've introduced 2 people. What are the benefits or what are the limits of being an activator? It's very nice and simple. The next slide, they are written bigger. Okay, on the top left, we've got rank number 1, number 2, which is your beginner ranks. Okay, so we've got activator, we've got supervisor. Then we move to the more serious ranks, manager, management ranks, right? We've got 2 ranks also there. And then the last set of ranks is your executives, where laws in our companies are going to be strict. They are also going to start being strict actually when you move to the more serious ranks of being a manager, and you will see in the slide that is going to come below. Now, when you come into the platform, you introduce 2 people to buy products of their choice for 1.8. Your withdrawal limit, because these ranks are, or this career plan is tied with your withdrawal limit. Your withdrawal limit would be 3,000 rand per week, meaning you can only, yes, let's say you are now in the first matrix, you've qualified for 32,000, you are not interested in marketing the business, right? You will take from that 32,000 that you have qualified only 3,000 rand per week, not per month, per week. All our withdrawals are done every Wednesday, okay? And they will be paid every Friday within 48 hours. Especially if you are using FNB, okay? If you are using FNB, your withdrawal will be in your account within 48 hours. If you are using foreign accounts, I'm just making a disclaimer right now. If you are using foreign accounts, it might take longer than 48 hours. That is not in our control. That is how the banks work. Now, let me move on. So now, because you are an activator, you are withdrawing 3,000 this week. You've got a team of 2 people. They have not introduced anybody else. Next week, you also withdraw 3,000. Where is this money coming from? You qualified from this money in the global matrix. Are we still together? That money is already factored in, already calculated. Now, you are bored because you don't want to withdraw only 3,000 rand per week. Now, you must move to a rank of being a supervisor. Okay? Supervisor means you must have how many direct referral customers? 10 people, right? But even if you don't want to achieve this, The way the global matrix is structured, because right there in level 5, if you still remember with the face matrix, you are forced to introduce 4 new people. You would have introduced 2 to become an activator. You are forced to introduce 4. Now you would be having a total of 6. This means that to be a supervisor, you need now a total of only 4 people. You introduce those people, you get a rank of being a supervisor. When you are a supervisor, your withdrawal limit increases now to how much? To 5,000 Rand per week. The logic is the same. Okay? Now, when you are a supervisor, you are going to see in the following slide, right, that there are other benefits that you are going to get as a supervisor. Okay? And these are the benefits. When you are a supervisor, number 1, there are duties that you must do. Right? First thing is, we are going to summon you for a 2-hour online training. Okay? After we train you, what we expect from you as a supervisor, we are also going to give you a speed point, because in your office you must have a speed point with a bank account linked to us. So the speed point, when we give it to you after your training, it's already linked to our bank account, so that when you've got customers that come to your office and they want to make a payment, meaning and they are not computer literate, you can be able to assist them like that. Don't worry. Every member in our system, when they register, they are going to get a reference number. Okay? So all these payments are facilitated by the banks, and you don't have to touch their money. You won't have a situation whereby somebody says, no, I put money in your account, blah, 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 blah. No. Okay? But there's also a facility of e-pins, but we'll get that when we come to payment methods, right? But you are forced to open an office, right? But does this, if you don't open an office, are we going to stop your payments? The answer is no. We are going to give you 60 days to open an office, or to find an office, right, that you are going to open, and we are going to come and brand that office free of charge as the company, right? And then you're going to attend your training like that. Now, when you move to more serious ranks, you remember you are still a supervisor here, right? When you are going to become a manager, now your withdrawal limit is going to increase. You were going to qualify for this, okay? You might have seen my statuses. I've always uploaded pictures when I was in MSC offices, because they've got offices right here in Senti. Okay, now we had a deal with them. Now, because of COVID-19, right, this deal is on hold. Anybody who is going to qualify and become a manager within 90 days, you will still qualify for this, but this is going to wait pending MSC starting their cruise ship, pending COVID-19. I'm making a disclaimer, and I want that one to be clear. And I think I must go back to our graphic designers, and then we must edit here to say pending COVID-19. But when you qualify for being a manager within 90 days, the first 90 days after the launch, you are going to qualify for this trip free of charge. It is a 4-day trip and a 3-night cruise. Leaders, I'm not going to lie to you and say you're going to go to Mauritius. No. The deal that we had with the MSC was that you are going to be going to what is this resort? Oh, it has escaped me now. Portuguese island, okay? Because that is what we can afford right now, because the business is still starting. Okay, now let's go back to our presentation. When you become a president, okay, we know that other people, when they come to supervisor level, they might maybe want to leave our company for whatever reason. We are not tying anybody to stick with us. No. We want people who are committed, who are going to stick with us and help us achieve the goal that we want to achieve, which is what we are going to talk about in the next coming 2 slides. Then we close this presentation. Okay. Now, when you become a director in our company, right there, Your withdrawal limit is 2,000 Rand per week. Right? What are your duties as a director? Number one, we want you to, number one, first thing, you are going to come for 18 hours warehouse training. Okay? We already have people we have put in place that are going to charge us money. You as a director, you don't pay for the training. We are going to pay for the training because you need to understand how our warehouse is going to operate, because the same way business model for the warehouse in Johannesburg is going to be the same way a business model for the warehouse in Durban, for the warehouse in Zimbabwe, for the warehouse in Namibia, or in all SADC regions. The training will be the same. Now, and you are not going to pay for that warehouse, okay? But you are going to assist us to go and look for that warehouse in your area, okay? We are going to subsidize the payment for that warehouse as long as it complies with our terms and conditions of a warehouse. Right, now, when you are a director in our company, right, you are going to be compelled to sign an agreement with us. I'm going to tell you one of the clauses that we've put already there. Okay? Networkers are allowed to market whatever business they want, and we are not forcing you to market our business only. But if you are a director in our company and you are found, even if someone reports you that you are marketing another business, right? We are not going to say you are losing all your money. No, we are going to pay you all your money, but we are going to have to part ways with you, right? I put that clause deliberately there, okay? Because I want leaders who are going to join this business to know it upfront. Because I am a networker and I am in South Africa and I understand the laws, right? No one is forced to continue with us. If you feel that no, this is not the platform for you, let us not fight each other. You are not forced to continue with us. You are allowed to leave, but when you leave, there are terms and conditions, meaning if you leave, you know that you are leaving, we pay you all the money that was due to you, and we terminate the contract we are going to sign with you immediately. You will read those terms and conditions as and when you qualify for becoming a director. Okay, now, right, this is our payment methods. I already mentioned that we can pay in Bitcoin, we can pay in MasterCard, and honestly speaking, I don't understand why someone wouldn't want us to pay their account, their money directly into their bank, because if we don't pay your money directly to your bank leaders, you are not going to qualify to get a monthly pay slip from our company. Now, there is a bank law, that is not our law. There are laws that we must also comply with as a business. Are we still together? And then you must understand that you can take your money in Bitcoin, but we are not going to give you a pay slip. This pay slip works in all banks, okay? This pay slip that you are going to download every month to say, "Ni withdraw ama 3,000, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Therefore, your pay slip is going to reflect that you have earned so much money month end, and you can download it. It's going to have our company register number there on top with our logo. You can take it to the bank. It's going to have your own ref number, which we are going to use as an employee number. They are going to call our office. Do you know this person? We confirm employment. There is a benefit to us because we are South African registered business, but because we are registered, now comes the tedious part. You must pay your own taxes, because we as a business are going to pay our own tax. Hence, anyone 18 below cannot participate in package buying or MLM. They can only participate in buying on the takeaway store or on the singles store. Okay, now the last slide. We've got a retirement plan which ties nicely we've got a retirement plan which ties nicely with our plan, and it's going to explain to you how we plan on achieving this goal. Remember, there will be offices, there will be warehouses opening as leaders graduate. This would mean that we are going to be able to move products from our main warehouse, which is going to be in Krugersdorp, right, to all these other places. Remember in the first slide, okay? Let's go back to the first slide so you can understand better. This is the last slide that we are explaining leaders. In one of the first slides, right, there will be warehouses and offices that have mushroomed because leaders would have graduated. Now, transportation to move stock right now is outsourced. So, we are saying as part of the retirement plan, which is going to kick in 13 months, 12 months to 13 months after we launch the business, and anybody who is an activator is going to qualify for that retirement plan. And this is how it's going to work, right? Now, Sibongile introduced two people qualified to be an activator. Sibongile has a reference number, right? Our delivery app is already being developed as we speak, leaders. And it's going to work like this. And this is how you as networkers, if you want to retire from network marketing, you can retire because we've got a retirement plan for you. But that is also going to assist our business. It works like this. Let's say leader John is tired of maybe network, right? Now, we first say, okay, John, download our delivery app. But if you want to activate our delivery app, put in the reference number that the system gave you initially when you registered. So it's only people with reference numbers from activator and above that qualify for this. So that person is John is going to put the reference number in the mobile app. The mobile app will now grant John access. Access to what? We are saying to you, John, you've got money, you've graduated from the last matrix, which is matrix number 6, package buying. Your account was deleted because after the 6 matrix, your account will be deleted, but the only thing that will remain would be your reference number. Why do we delete your account? We are recycling our customers. This means that if you want to participate again, you can use the same ID number, the same name, but you are going to start with 1,800 Rand buying, and you are going to get the same reference number that you would have had before. Okay, that is how our registration page is designed. Now, John, download the app, put in your reference number, the app is active, right? Then this is what we say to John. John, because you are an activator, this is how you qualify for our retirement plan, right? In our app, do you have a car, John? Does your car have less than 40,000 kilometers? Is your car roadworthy? There are terms and conditions. Those terms and conditions, they are already on our app. So if you want to know the terms and conditions, you will find them on the app. They won't be on this website. They'll be on a separate app. Okay. Now, John is going to come, comply with the terms and conditions, and then John is going to put in maybe a small vehicle there, a panel van. Terms and conditions are already there. I just want to save time now and just explain this retirement plan. John, let's say, puts a panel van there, right? How is John going to benefit from this? We are going to say, John, we are going to pay you an X amount of money per kilometer. I'm not going to disclose now because I don't know, some other people can steal our idea or even perfect it before it even takes place. You will know 12 months from now how much we are going to pay you per kilometer as a person who is going to assist us to do deliveries. Okay? Now, one thing that I'm going to mention, and I'm going to move away from this, if you do late deliveries, you will be penalized for late deliveries. Our app is going to work like Uber, meaning the people that bought from our store are going to be able to see how far is John with his goods. Okay? Now, we don't want vehicles. We don't want to deal with drivers. We only want to deal with them. Now, the app is going to be renewable for 250 so that you can continue getting deliveries every month. This price is not yet confirmed. It will be confirmed after 2 or 3 nitty-gritties have been confirmed with us. Then the actual price will be there, but it's going to be plus minus around that money. If John does not pay activation fee of 250 monthly, John will not qualify to get delivery trips. Now, as to how many trips John's panel van does will be entirely up to John and his driver. Okay? That will be entirely up to John and his driver. Now, the reason why, remember, we say we have calculated that this will be achievable in 2030, but I put the 2031 to cushion should there be any problems or hiccups that might happen. Actually, this might even be sooner, 9, 10, 11 years. We're expecting this dream to be realized. Now, we are going to take 20% of deliveries for deliveries that are happening in Gauteng, give it to our networkers. Perfect the system. Penalize them for late deliveries. When that system is perfect and it's in place, we then say, okay, Aramex, you are no longer doing 100% of our deliveries. You are now doing 80% because 20% would be Gauteng. We will be doing Gauteng deliveries with our activators cars. Right. If that system is perfect, we implement it in Durban. Now we take another 20%. So that means Aramex will be left with only 60% of our deliveries. Our people have cars, they are putting cars, the app forces them to deliver on time. We do it like that. We cut the delivery to 3 days. We can now cut the delivery to 2 days if we are now delivering 60% of our deliveries, leaders. Right? Now, when we finally have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which is 100% of our deliveries, this goal of delivering goods within 1 hour would be realized. And this means that now we can sell perishable goods. We can sell groceries. When Spongile thinks of buying wine, he picks up his phone, he goes to the mall app, he buys the wine. That wine is within his doorstep within an hour, because we would have put pressure on the app to compel the drivers to deliver on time. Whether you employ 10 drivers, 15 drivers, that is entirely up to you, leaders. I am done with the presentation. The presentation ends right here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and I'm going to allow a platform for questions and clarity. And this is the exact same presentation that we are going to be presenting when we are launching on the 30th of June. The poster is ready. It will be advertised on Friday. Take note, leaders. You are going to have to register for the online meeting. Okay? A link will be advertised. We are going to post it on Facebook. It will be seen by over 10,000 networkers. And I'm going to tell you in advance, the room that we booked for that meeting is 150 people. Already in this meeting, we have over 30 people. And this was just a dry run meeting, so that when we get to that day, we don't have hiccups like we experienced here now. So I'm going to stop. We are going to address questions, and then we are going to close this meeting. Thank you very much, leaders, for your time. I know it is a long presentation, right? But we have come to the end, and I hope there's nothing that I have not left out. Anyone that wants copy of the presentation, copy of the PDF, you can just send me your email. I will email it to you accordingly. Thank you, leaders. I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you now. Okay, can you see me, leaders?
Yes.
Yeah. We can entertain questions now. Okay, I just also wanted to show you samples of their products. Check these ones out. Yo, there are still people on the waiting room. No, I'm not going to allow them in because we are already done with the presentation. Let's entertain questions now, leaders.
It sounds like a doable idea. It's a great concept. Something that one would actually align.
No, you're not to say you don't qualify to be part of this. No, we are talking about the pay slip benefits. If we reach a certain number, right, and we are all using for cards, but that is if we reach 10,000 members, because the bank will be assessing our bank account. Right now we are still on the lowest business plan package, but the more money comes in and out, one of the benefits is that FNB as a bank will make a bank card for us with our company logo that is going to have certain limitations in terms of withdrawals and all of those things. So we also want our members to qualify for all those nice packages, but we must comply with the laws that the bank has put before us. We are not understanding each other. I am saying, I don't want to use the word foreigner because according to me there are no foreigners, but for the sake of understanding each other, I am saying if you've got a South African document, right, you are legal in South Africa, you will benefit, you will get a pay slip. Okay, this has got nothing to do with your where you were born from. No, I was saying, for an example, you get what I'm saying.
We want the demonstration of that team.
Okay. the demonstration of this pill, we are going to do it on the, because Obey Your Body are going to send their own makeup artist, okay, who we are going to just switch over and give over to them. They will be doing the perfect demonstration for this product, okay, and then you will see how it works. Trust me, I've used it myself. I've tried it myself. I'm not using it, I've tried it myself. After you apply this product, if you can apply it, say maybe half this side, and you compare your skin this side and that side, it's totally different. Immediately after 3-4 minutes you've used the product, you're gonna see that difference. Now I will be making example with Obey Your Body. They give us the biggest discount, and that discount makes all of these opportunities to be possible for us. So yes, I'm not marketing a particular product, but right now they are my favorite product because they give us a lot of money back when we buy from them.
Understood.
Leaders, if there are not any other questions, okay, we are completely done with the Zoom meeting. The only thing that would happen now is on Friday, there is going to be a registration for the live webinar that is going to take place. It's going to be 12:30. I'm already telling you before we even advertise the poster. The poster is ready, but it's going to come up with the registration link for the live webinar. Okay, and this is where the meeting ends. Thank you very much, leaders.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They are going to kill you, Freedom.
Who is going to kill me?
The people in the meeting.
The people you didn't put in the meeting.
I'm sorry. Hey, yeah, there's a list of people here. So I don't even know what to say. I'm just signing off. Are you gonna be my witness, leaders? Please, man. Okay, thanks. Okay.
Hey, we are not there.
yeah. Okay, thank you. Bye, leaders. Bye.